Hi there, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Sylvia. I'm an aspiring writer, a sci-fi and fantasy lover, and an English teacher from Florida. I'm currently living in Valencia, Spain, and this is me trying to write a book in 90 days. So I have like a 50-minute break in between classes, and I'm going to work on scene 38 now. I started writing it yesterday, but it's not quite there yet. Like, I know I need to like up the stakes. Like, this is the all is lost moment, according to the Save the Cat structure. I don't know why that word, it's hard for me today. Structure. But yeah, so it's the Save the Cat, it's the all is lost moment. So this is like the lowest point for the protagonist. But I feel like I can make this like even worse, like the situation, the circumstances even worse. Like, I need to like up the stakes. And I'm like hesitant to do, I know, like I'm like, because like I think I'm being too like precious with them. Like, these characters, I've come to like really care for them. So I think I'm just like I'm being too nice. Like I need to like make this like feel like a really low moment for them. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. And I'll check back in once I do that. I'll check back in once I finish writing the scene. All right, to start heading back to the school in a few minutes. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I just finished scene 38. I didn't get any footage of that because I forgot to, so I didn't want to bring my laptop and have to carry it around all day. So the plan was to write on my notebook, but I forgot to transfer it from my other bag. So yeah, I just wrote on my phone, which I'm filming on, so I didn't get any footage of that. I forgot to pack my notebook, but I did remember to pack my snacks. So clearly you see where my headspace is at today. I brought, like, I have an orange, some cashews, some Doritos. Like, I'm like, I have all the snacks, but apparently no notebook. So that's fine. We pivot, and yeah, we figured it out. It's fine. But yeah, so I finished scene 38. I'm gonna be honest, like after school, I'm usually like, my energy is usually at a low. So I'm probably going to take a nap or something after school. But usually around like 5 or 6 is when I get like a second wind of energy. So I'll probably around then I'll write scene 39, and I'll check back in. Yeah, I'll check back in around then when I start writing scene 39. Okay, I'll see you guys then. See you soon. So I won't lie, usually around after school, like my energy is like at a low. So I'll probably take a nap after school. And also want to head to the library today, so I'll probably do that. And maybe get some groceries done today. I need to do that either today or tomorrow. Yeah, and then usually around 5 or 6 is when my energy kind of like, I get like a second wind of energy around 5 or 6. So probably around then is when I'll like write scene 39. Fingers crossed. And yeah, I'll check back in when I start writing scene 39. Okay, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys soon. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Like when I lived closer to the mountains, I would hike this trail all the time. I used to live right there in that brown tan like apartment complex. And yeah, I would come up here all the time, just like watch the sunset. The sunsets are like super beautiful here. But I haven't hiked this trail since I moved, like, I want to say like close to a year actually. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually glad that I decided to come out and like enjoy the sun. Yeah, I definitely need to do this more often. Like I feel like my mood is just so much better when I'm outside. Yeah, this is really nice. And now I should probably go and write. Yeah, I should probably go and do that. So yeah, I'll check back in with you guys once I get home and start writing scene 39. Alrighty. On scene 39. Scene 39 is the Dark Night of the Soul. So it's the lowest point in the story for the protagonist. This is where they're like, basically they've hit rock bottom and they have to come to terms with yeah, like all of the events that have led up to them being at this place, where they have to really sit with themselves and their actions. And this is the moment that sets them up for Act 3, where they like figure it all out, basically. Things that I like about the scene so far, I like the change in setting. So the last scene, I think the past few scenes have been at her, the protagonist's school. I don't know if I mentioned this in the past video, or any videos, but she attends a boarding school. So I would say most of the story kind of focuses on her and her school life. But in this scene, we kind of get to see more of her family life because she goes back home in the scene. So I like that the scene is set in her hometown. But I will say I don't really like the scene. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is a hard scene for me to write. Like just like the last scene, which the all is lost scene, where like just bad things, just lots of hard things happen to her. So yeah, and also this scene I think is more like the last scene was more focused on the like things happening, like the external things happening to her, but this scene we kind of really get to sit in like her emotions of like and how she feels about all of the things that have happened up to this point. And I don't feel like I've fully captured her like emotions in this scene. And like I knew I wanted her to have a conversation with a member of her family to kind of get her to externalize what was like going on with her internally. So I had to have a conversation with her mom, but the scene kind of feels like it doesn't move me emotionally, and I want it to feel like, you know, like the conversation feels kind of cliched, I won't lie. So I don't know. I don't really like it. So I'm thinking maybe I should change who she has the conversation with. Like maybe I should have her have a conversation with a different member of her family, but like I'm trying to think of who that would, like who doesn't she want to have a conversation with? Maybe her, I think her sister. I think her sister, because like they have like an interesting dynamic going between them. I think she'd just hate she'd hate to have this, to like have a heart-to-heart with her sister. Yeah, I think I know what I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to work on the scene a bit more, and then I'll let you know how that goes. Okay. Yeah, I think her and her sister have this like interesting dynamic going on that adds another layer to the scene that was missing with her and her mom. So yeah, I like it. I'll definitely play with it a little bit more in draft 2, but I think this is a good start for draft 1. Yeah, that's all. So for the past like, I want to say like 3 days, like since Sunday, I've been starting the next scene, just so when I like just so that like when I write again, I'm not looking at a blank screen, and I feel like that's been actually helping me, like just getting something on a page, even if it's a sentence, like just having something on the page. I feel like it feels less intimidating when I go to write the next time. So I also started out with a little bit of scene 40, and yeah, I'm feeling good about this writing session. Yeah, and it's officially, so scene 40 is the break into 3. I cannot put into words how good it feels to be done with Act 2. I feel like this has been like so long in coming. I know it hasn't really been that long. Like I am on track to finish 90 days, like I anticipated. But like this last act, it's just been, I feel like from the midpoint onwards, it's just been like, I have been like chugging like slowly along, and it's just, I'm so glad to be done with this act. Okay, so yeah, last week like after writing scene, I believe I wrote scene 33 and 34, but after writing the 2 scenes, I just realized the story was going in a direction that I didn't really like. So I ended up going back to the midpoint, which is where I feel like the story kind of like took a turn. And I've honestly been having this feeling for a little bit, but I just wanted to keep pushing through. And I think scene 33, it just reached a point where I just could not ignore the issue anymore. So I had to go back and like figure out, like what the issue was. And I ended up figuring out what was bothering me about the story, and I ended up tweaking the midpoint. So the midpoint has changed, and I rewrote scene 33 and 34 to match the new midpoint, but the midpoint is scene 25, so I believe from scene 26 to like 32, I know in draft 2, I'm just gonna have to do a major overhaul of those scenes. I did not feel it'd be wise for me to try to like tackle that now. I just want to like finish this first draft and yeah, like have it done, and then I can go back and update it. Now that I know the direction I want the scenes to go, like I know I can do that, but like for me to go back now, I think it would just slow down my momentum, and I really just want it to be done with Act 2. So I'm really, really happy. Honestly, this is like, I feel like the first half of the story, like up to the midpoint, I was just just so happy to like write, and like I was so excited to like get to write. And now I feel like I'm at the point where like I just want to be done, you know. And that's okay. That's okay. But I'm definitely bringing that energy into my writing, and I like in this last like 25, like this last, like since the midpoint, I feel like I have not been as enthused to write, and it's just taken me a lot more effort to write, to like sit down and write, and I've just accepted that that's just a normal part of the process. Like there are going to be some days I want to write, and there are going to be days where I don't want to write, and that's okay. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And so that's why this win, like finishing Act 2 feels like such a win. It feels like such a win to like be done with this part of the book. And now we're entering into the final act. We're like right there. The final, the last few scenes are like right there, and that's that's really incredible, honestly. Like I mentioned how like it's been like harder for me to like write this past, like since the midpoint, and I feel like it shows. Like I started writing on the 30th of December, and I reached the midpoint on the 19th of January. And so it took me like about a month, like close to a month, I think a little less than a month, to get to the midpoint. So to finish the first like half of the story. And from the 19th until now is how long it's taken me. I did take like a few days off for my birthday, but it's taken me about a month to finish midpoint to now, like to the break into 3, which is like 25% of the story. So my pace is definitely decreased. I'm curious if there's any part of the story that's harder for you to write. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Yeah, that's all for today. I'll see you in the next one as we get started on the final act of the story. Yeah, I'm super excited to be entering into the final act. Yeah, I will see you in the next one.